Hi, everybody. It's me, Sarah, the Ninja Steel Pink Ranger here. And today I'm going to talk about, well, something that Sailor Moon, the Sailor Moon's already talked about, and something that was mentioned on the Xena Gabrielle's already talked about. The riots. On the can't say the word right, Inauguration Day, when Donald Trump was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States, there were riots back home in his home state. Well, to say that there were riots at state level, mostly the riots were in county and local level. You see, riots started in New York City and Manhattan County. A lot of people took it upon themselves to start vandalizing and arsoning private and public and government property. Then they started throwing rocks. Then when the New York City local police came out, both their SWAT unit and their riot units came out, and the original unit came out, these people acted like cowards and tried to run away from the police. Now, a lot of people have theories about why these riots happened. Some people blame it on Donald Trump, but Donald Trump had nothing to do with these riots, as I told you. And first off, why would he do this? Not conspiracy theory doesn't make any sense. True, he's not a very popular person. A lot of people have opinions of him because of the things he says and the things he does, But then again, he's not perfect. Yes, he is guilty of saying things that some people might be offended over. That's true. But at the same time, I don't think Donald Trump said, hey, everybody, here's how you can celebrate me here's how you can celebrate my presidency. Well, when I'm sworn in as president, you go out and start rioting, vandalize, arson, throw rocks, all those good old crimes. And first off, that I don't think he had anything to do with it. Of course, there were some protesters from people who protested him being president. That's fine. You're allowed to protest. You're allowed to disagree. You're allowed to criticize. As long as you're not doing anything that's illegal, you're allowed to protest what you believe and what you think. Now, a lot of people thought a day that would bring the country together. But apparently it didn't. Apparently there were groups of people who didn't like Donald Trump and didn't think he was fit for president. Those who basically took it upon themselves to cause crime for whatever stupid reasons. So it was one of those inauguration days or inauguration days that basically didn't go as according to plan. Yes, there was a lot of security at Washington, District of Columbia, United States. The United States Secret Service was doing their protection. They also, believe it or not, the Washington District of Columbia local police were also involved. Pittsburgh's local police were also involved because and so was Allegheny County Sheriff deputies were also part of a security detail. And Pennsylvania state troopers were also involved with the protection detail because Pennsylvania happened to be very close to Maryland and very close to Washington D.C. So some of them were handpicked for security detail. And mostly what they had to deal with in there was just protesters, modern everyday protesters. But what New York City had to deal with and Manhattan County had to deal with was just basically, a bunch of idiots that were like, ha ha, we got a Caucasian in office again. Because the conspiracy theories believe that these people were upset that they had a different minority, a different race in office. So these people wanted to claim, ha ha, it's our government again, or some whatever reason that Lucifer tempted them to commit those crimes that ain't went proven, unfortunately. So now you have a bunch of people in local and county jail having arraignments or going to preliminary hearings you know, because they're getting bailed out because, because they were foolish enough to commit felonies. Arson and vandalism are felonies at the state level when it comes to state crimes. So was it worth it? No, it certainly was not worth it. And I was simply unaware of all that going on because I really didn't watch anything. I didn't really read or watch anything from the inauguration day. But I was surprised to hear that was all going on. So, just stupid. It was just stupid. And which say 4 years down the road, because the president can only have 2 terms, and that is added to about 4 years in office besides that. So which say Donald Trump goes through his first 4 years in office, and then he wants to rerun again. Are we going to have the same crap happen? I sure hope not. But whatever. Then there'll be some people who say, well, if Hillary Clinton would have been voted and elected in. If this other people, well, I'm probably sure those other people would have complained and bitched and moaned, and they would try to find some way to ruin it for everybody else. But you'll never know because those people didn't get elected, so you'll never know. It's a what if. But anyway, I think Donald he's okay. When it comes to president, I haven't heard anything bad yet. People kept claiming horror stories about all the evil and all the bad stuff he was going to do once he was elected as head of government, head of state, and head of the executive branch of the federal government. But I know, yeah. But those idiots that committed crimes in New York City, United States, and the people who thought they were so cool for doing it, well, they weren't. And for the protesters, well, you had the right to protest. You always have it. As long as as long as it's non-violent protests, it's okay. Once it becomes violent, then it's a whole different story. So I sure hope these protesters were being peaceful protesters. That's all I can say. I'm Sarah, a.k.a. the Ninja Steel Pink Ranger, and I'll see you later.